Hey everyone, Rick here, and folks, happy belated Free RPG Day. Let's go over the haul. We grabbed a bunch of stuff. There was a threshold to get a free promo minifigure. Now, I'm sure there may have been other shops around town participating, though they must not have done a very good job of advertising it, because the only shops that I heard of course, were my friendly local game store, my home away from home, The Game Shop in Bellevue, Nebraska. One of their promos was, in order to get a free promo figure, you had to purchase 3 of these blind packs. So I just picked 3 of them that I hadn't picked up in the past. So I'm excited to open those and see what we got. I ended up getting this Strahd promo, which is very cool. I love that pose. I can't remember how else you were able to get this. I know you were able to get this previously some other way, but I had missed out on that, so I was very excited to grab that. From the free RPG stuff table, I picked up this Pathfinder lanyard, and we'll go over what all of this ends up meaning. Because, well, I guess I can tell you now. So on their table of all the promos and freebies, I'm not sure how many you could just get for free, like alone without buying anything, but they had a deal where every $15 you spent, you got an extra thing. So I ended up, I don't know, I spent way too much, again, as always. So I picked up just a bunch of things. I didn't even pick up my full allotment of what I could have, because, I picked up things that I was actually interested in. I didn't just want to pick up things to pick up things. So even though I probably could have grabbed a few more things, I left it there for other people who are more interested in that actual kind of stuff. But they had some things other than just modules, including this Pathfinder lanyard. So I love lanyards when you go to conventions and stick your badge on there, so I thought that was cool. This was one of the other things that I snagged, and this is a Dragon Shield pen. That'll focus. Oh, you almost had it. There we go. Look at that. Dragon Shield sleeves, tough as scales, pen. So I was like, oh my gosh, how cool is that? You don't see that every day. Any kind of little merch like that, I am all over that. So a dragon scale pen. To go along with our writing utensils, we got this quack.at/pad pencil, and it is marked with the free RPG Day 2024. It's already come pre-sharpened, very nice, but it's a D6. You can actually roll this and it'll come up with a value for you. So those were the first 3 things that I grabbed, and then when I went to go check out, the cashier there was like, you can go get more stuff. And I was like, oh, that's true, because I wasn't even thinking. I thought maybe, like, I would just grab one thing. I wasn't sure if it was like just take one thing for free and then every $15 grab something else. But I figured I'd met the threshold to grab this pencil, this pen, and this lanyard. But he talked me into it, so I went over back to the table and looked for some more stuff, and I'm so glad that I did, because I actually saw some modules that were very, very cool. But before we get to that, look at these dice. So one of the other promos, now I got there late. I was not there at the crack of dawn. The free RPG Day 2024 dice bags and dice trays were gone. Those had already been scooped up, and it's no surprise. Their threshold for getting those was a mere $20 purchase worth of dice. I would do that in my sleep. $20 in dice? Oh my gosh, that would have been so easy to obtain. But in order to get what I'm about to show you next, which is absolutely gorgeous, you had to spend at least $25 in metal or precious stone dice. And so to meet that quota, I picked up this set of forged dice. Folks, look at this. These are metal dice, but like interlaced with this material that kind of glitters, and I'm not sure if that's resin in there or whatever it is. That is just so cool. So yeah, I was very happy to pick up this set of dice, just period. But that absolutely then probably more than doubled my threshold to get this. So this is my pride and joy from Free RPG Day 2024. This is absolutely gorgeous. Dispel Dice D20. And yeah, take a peek at this. Oh my gosh. And if you think it's gorgeous right now, wait until you focus. Hopefully we'll be able to see this on the fact that on every side behind the number, it actually says RPG 2024. I want to see if we can see, like right below the 1 on there, you can kind of make out it's 20, and then right below that 24. And you can kind of see on the 7 there, it says RPG, and then 2024. I know it's probably really hard to see. I know where to look, so I'm able to see it easier. But yeah, this is just absolutely gorgeous. And oh my gosh, so absolutely worth it. When I saw that that was the threshold for this, I was like, well, I'm not walking out of here without one of these. So I absolutely made sure to get that. What else? Oh my goodness, so many other things. Let's start taking a peek at some of these modules and stuff. But there was some other stuff too. If you wore a geeky shirt of any kind, I'm not going to show the other side of this, but you got free character sheets and a Roll20 subscription card. And I wore a shirt that had polyhedral dice all over it, so I definitely met that. These, they just threw in my bag, these Dragon Shield kind of win-loss counter notepads, which is fantastic. This is very cool, too. I also got this RPG 2024 Free RPG Day Starter Deck. I love system-agnostic RPG accessories kind of like this, where this is a deck of adventure hooks and whatnot, and I just think this is absolutely fantastic, and they just stuck that in my bag too, so I was very excited about that. And then I think that's pretty much it apart from the module. So if you've seen my channel before, you know I'm a big Zombicide Black Plague fan, and evidently there is a role-playing game based on that. So this was absolutely one of the things that I had to snag. Very exciting for me for that. And then a lot of what the rest of this is going to be are these quick start guides. So I didn't want to grab modules for systems that I don't play, but I was definitely interested in quick start guides for these other systems. So I'm totally unaware of RuneScape Kingdoms, but that sounds cool just because it must be RuneScape adjacent. And this is a quick start guide. It's full color, great art. And so anything where I'm not familiar with the system, I love the fact that they actually have a fairly chonky quick start guide to actually play that with. Same thing here, but this was a little bit more familiar to me. Not the world of Arzium, but Ryan Lockett, the name right there. Because evidently, does this take place in like the universe of where his games have, Above and Below, Near and Far, City of Iron, all that kind of stuff. So, and you can see that artwork, which is fantastic as well. And you see that a lot in his board games. So I was already familiar with Ryan Lockett's board games and the fact that evidently now there's a role-playing game. And this was, again, a quick start guide for that. Super excited about that. And then now we have Fate Forge. This feels like a supplement. So I wasn't familiar with Fate Forge either. But the fact that this evidently kind of introduces you to the different products that they offer for the system. But not only that, it kind of, just flipping through this made me think of not like an atlas, but almost kind of like a world book or like an encyclopedia or something for this world. I'm not using the right terminology, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying, where it kind of gives you some background and stuff of it. And I thought, well, at the very least, even if I never play Fate Forge, I can use some of this, like in the appendix, you have these different creatures and whatnot. Now, an adult Bahir, I know what, evidently I am familiar with that because I think I have actually a figure of those that I picked out from my D&D. So is this, I don't even know what, is that, like, it is 5e compatible. I was like, is this Dungeons and Dragons associated? But so yeah, I just thought there was some stuff in here that I could gain inspiration from the games that I do play. And then this was super exciting. quick start guide for Dragonbane. I picked up the other supplement that Dragonbane offered last free RPG day, so now I have that as well as this, and that is super exciting. So my Dragonbane collection grows just out of free RPG day stuff. And then before we get to this last thing, I picked this up for my friend Mike. This is a scenario. This is an adventure, because you know the Renegade game RPG line now encompasses G.I. Joe, Transformers, Power Rangers, and My Little Pony. My friend Mike is a huge Power Rangers fan, and we've already played through an adventure because he is now into the Power Rangers RPG. So he got the core book. I picked him up some goodies for that. A free adventure as well. He got the GM screen, which came with an adventure. So yeah, we've already had our session 0 of Power Rangers, where we created our Rangers and already played through one adventure. And so I was hoping that there would be something like this there, so that I could snag this for him, so that now he has another adventure he can run us through. So I can't really flip through that too much, but so I was super excited to see that. Then this was the very last thing I picked up. This, folks, is essentially like, this is a full-on, this could have been sold at retail quality. I don't know if you can kind of see. Look at the shimmering spiderweb effect. Look at the binding on this. And look how thick this is. This is for something called Hollows. And again, it's a quick start guide. The Sins of Grisham Priory. This looks so cool. The art looks amazing and evocative and immersive, and this is absolutely unbelievable. So at the time I was picking up all the stuff that I was grabbing, I was like pretty much done, but I was kind of looking over the table one last time. There was a pile of something that was on top of this. There was a pack of 3 of these still in shrink wrap, and something else was on top of them. And the cashier actually came over to the table, and he was looking for this, and he was kind of moving books aside. He's like, where is it? Where is it? And then he moved those books over and then revealed this and tore the shrink off of it. And he's like, you need to take a look at this. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see this because it was hidden underneath some other stuff. But oh my gosh. Yeah, that is absolutely cool. So I'm excited to give that a look through as well. All right, folks, that is it. That is our free RPG Day 2024 haul. We bought a lot of stuff. I mean, we bought, I think, like $100 worth of stuff. Does this have it on my receipt? Yeah, we spent about $110 all told on, I think, pretty much just this stuff here, because each of these booster packs were $19 a piece. This was like $53. So yeah, we bought that. And to get our D20 promo, our Strahd promo, and then our other goodies from the free bin. So yeah, that was also all very, very exciting. All right, folks, that'll do it. Thank you all so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. I hope you had a fantastic free RPG Day 2024 as well. And until next time.